Invincible Season 2 has teased that it will soon address a storyline everyone thought would transpire throughout Part 1. Let me know in the comment section if you're looking forward to Part 2 of Invincible Season 2. But before Omni-Man basically gives his son the green light to pee his pants...
It's kind of like peeing your pants on purpose. Peeing your pants on purpose. You know, you spend your whole life trying not to pee your pants, so letting go.
Just let it flow, Mark. Let it flow. I'd like to say hello, guys and gals. I'm Nick, and welcome to 30's Feedback. So, after a long drawn-out wait between seasons, Invincible Season 2 Part 1 did its due diligence in answering big questions left over from Invincible's Season 1 ending and the course of the events that led to it. However, while acknowledging inquiries like where Omni-Man escaped to after brawling with his son Mark Grayson and what's next in the Viltrumites' plan for the Universal Conquest, Season 2 Part 1 also established a new, incredible story thread and then did little to develop it further. Although Invincible led audiences to believe that the new story thread would bleed into the narrative of Season 2 Part 1, the series left it as an enticing cliffhanger instead. Invincible has already hinted at the possibility of resolving the cliffhanger in the promotion of Season 2 Part 2, which will premiere on Thursday, March 14th. According to a new reveal, the storyline everyone believed would be the center of Part 1 might actually be one of the largest developments of Part 2.
It's bigger than that, Chris. It's large.
A newly released poster from Invincible Season 2 Part 2 heavily suggests that Part 1's short-lived villain Angstrom Levy may show up again in the latter half of the season. In the poster, Mark is dressed in his Invincible costume, gearing up to strike an opponent who, at a closer glance, can be seen as Levy in the reflection of his glasses. Here's the poster. Invincible Season 2's first episode introduced Levy as a man who could traverse through different dimensions. His powers led him to explore several dimensions where he experienced knowledge and opportunities that his own reality had yet to establish. Because he encountered all the possibilities the multiverse held, Levy felt inclined to innovate his reality by gathering all the information of his alternate selves with the help of the Mauler twins. However, Invincible intervened before he could complete his undertaking, setting up a rivalry many thought Season 2 Part 1 would further explore. Levy had broken the Mauler twins out of prison in Invincible Part 1 to recruit them to build a machine that could transfer the minds of hundreds of Angstrom Levy variants into his own. His plan was nearly successful, but Invincible was hot on the Mauler twins' trail and inadvertently interrupted the experiment in pursuit of them. The machine grievously malfunctioned during the scuffle that ensued, killing all the variants attached to it as well as leaving Levy violently disfigured and with irreversible brain damage. Although Invincible's intervention angered Levy incredibly, the memories he gained from his deceased variants launched his vendetta against the hero. Levy did not appear for the rest of Season 2 Part 1's story despite the grudge, which the Invincible series cleverly devised not just to build tension for the future, but to foster a period in which Levy could cultivate his plans for Invincible's demise. Season 2 Episode 2's final scene proved this, as it showed that Levy withdrew to another dimension to interrogate an alternate version of Invincible, intending to find ways to defeat Invincible in his reality. With the inclusion of Invincible's newly released poster, all roads point to Levy finally becoming Season 2's villain. For one, Levy has been sitting on and cultivating the plan for Invincible's defeat, and to have him continue festering in his motives beyond Season 2 would be excessive. Despite that, Invincible Season 2 has also been building the separate story thread of the Viltrumite conquest of Earth, the leaders of which have tasked a reluctant Mark with taking over where his father Omni-Man failed.
No, I don't want a job!
Levy saw many dimensions where Mark took on the responsibility of conquering Earth, and in fact, the alternate version of Mark that Levy interrogated was a variant who tried and failed in his conquest. Levy is sure to use this knowledge to find Invincible's weak spots or weaponize other Invincible variants against him. Merging these two story threads is inevitable for Invincible Season 2 Part 2, especially when taking into consideration that the comics on which the series is based depicts Levy and Invincible's confrontation as a pivotal battle in the grand scheme of Mark's life.